Hello, Reeses and Kit Kats. All right, everybody should have a worksheet that says Wednesday, October 29th. We're going to begin with problem number 1. Okay, so Sarah earns $12 per hour as a waitress. She works 8 hours per week. Part A, write an expression to describe how much money she makes in 1 week. All right, so this is similar to what we were doing before, except instead of having the verbal descriptions, 3 times the sum, blah, 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 we have word problems that we're writing expressions from. So the question is, Sarah earns $12 per hour as a waitress. She works 8 hours per week. We need to write an expression to describe how much she earns in 1 week. So I'm going to think for a second. If she earns $12 for each hour that she works, then she'd work $12 1 hour, then add on to it another $12 the next hour, add on another $12 the next hour. So what I need to do is multiply the amount that she earns by the number of hours she works. And that will give us the total amount she earns in 1 week. So let's look at this one more time. We have 12 times H, because she earns $12 for each hour and she works 8 hours per week. So the operation we're going to use here is multiplication. All right, so this is the answer to part A. When we're talking about money and earning a certain amount per hour, we're always going to do multiplication. Now let's look at part B. Last week, she also earned $120 in tips. So in addition to what she earned here, she also earned $120 in tips. Write an expression to describe how much money she made last week. All right, so for B, she got paid the normal amount per hour. So as a waitress, she was getting paid $12 per hour. So she still earned this. I'm going to put it in parentheses. She still earned the $12. But in addition to that, she also earned $120 in tips. So it's in addition, that means as well as this. She earned $20. So I need to add that $120. So 12H plus 120. We have the amount that she earned as her normal pay and the amount that she earned in tips. I'm going to write that under here. Normal pay and tips. Okay, I want you to go on and try number 2 on your own. I'm not going to go over it with you. I'm actually going to skip to number 3 for this video. So number 2 is very, very similar to number 1. So I think you guys should be able to do it on your own. Here is the answer to number 1. Okay, let's go on to number 3. Number 3, Juan is 3 years younger than 2 times his sister's age. If his sister is age A, write an expression to represent Juan's age. So I'm going to write this on the board. 3 years younger than 2 times her brother's age, which I know is A. So, adjust the camera so you can see it. Okay, so she is 3 years younger than 2 times, his sister's age. That doesn't matter very much. So I look at this looks really similar to the verbal descriptions that we just did. 3 years younger, that means 3 less than. 2 times means we're multiplying by 2. So I remember when we have the times, let's do that multiplication part first because it's like the product, right? So it's 3 years younger than 2 times his sister's age. So if his sister's age is A, 2 times his sister's age would be 2A. I'm going to put it in parentheses. And then he's 3 years younger, which means 3 less than 2A. So if his brother was 1 year old or 2 years old, he'd be 4 minus 3, 1-year-old. All right, so it's 3 years younger than 2 times his sister's age. All right, now go on and try number 4 on your own, and then continue to the back of the worksheet. There's some multiple choice questions that you guys have seen before. A lot of them probably look pretty familiar, so it's just a refresher. All right, I have the answers for some of these questions posted. The other ones I'm going to be checking to see how well you understand this material. Remember, +5 if you complete the whole thing. We've had a great track record so far of everybody completing these worksheets, but it is a lunch detention if you don't complete it. So just stay on top of this. You guys are doing an awesome job. Keep it up.